Number 10, I know this person that asked this question. I have someone that likes me, but I don't see myself with this person. How do I let them down easily without trying to hurt them? Be honest with them. I mean, I understand you don't want to hurt them. I understand that you don't want to just let it drop. But at the same time, there's no other way out of it. If you don't want to be with somebody, then you need to tell that person. Because if you let them linger on in your life, and they get a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper, and then you finally say, well, look, I don't want to be with you, I don't want to have nothing with you, that's just only going to hurt that person more. So you need to get rid of that person as soon as possible so that that person does not get as hurt. Because the more hurt that you bring on somebody else, the more hurt is going to eventually come back on you. And just, again, keeping your communication level open and being able to talk and knowing that person is a very good means of doing this and making sure that they fully understand why you're making this decision and why that this decision has come across your mind in the first place. Make sure that you explain yourself fully, because if you don't, then they're going to be sitting there straight aside and they're going to make up these false stories, and then there's going to be shit around town about you, and we don't need that. We don't want that. So, Felicia, I'm going to pass this one over to you.
What?
It's your question now.
No. I've been through this. I actually kind of just recently went through this. But for me, I'm kind of, once I know someone really well and I'm really close with someone, it's kind of hard for me to be, like, if they like me and I care about them, like, as a best friend or a friend or something, it's really hard for me to break it to them because I kind of want to sugarcoat everything and make it where they don't feel as hurt. But like Nick said, it's better to be blunt about it, because if you just keep leading them on or something, they could end up getting more hurt than they would have originally. Or if you aren't blunt about it, then, like, it's just going to cause more drama, because they're going to be like, but you said this and you said this, but they don't know that you actually said those things because you were trying to make them feel better instead of making yourself feel better about the situation. I mean, you should really be honest with them, no matter how close you are with this person, no matter how much you care about them. Honesty is the best policy, like they say. I mean, if the person cares about you, like they say they do, if they're in love with you or they really care about you, they might not get over that you don't want to be with them, but they will decide, well, I don't want to lose them out of my life, and I'd rather be friends with them than just not talk to them anymore at all. But I don't know. That's what I gotta say about yeah.
This next question comes from a friend of Felicia's. Why is it important not to shoot down or discourage another person that is opening up or sharing their life with you? Honey, if somebody is sharing your life or sharing their life with you, don't shoot them down. You don't know what that person's been through. You don't know what that person's going through. They could be going through a hard time when they come and finally open up to somebody. And you could be that first person that they're opening up to. And if you shoot them down, that lets them know that you don't care. And they're not going to have nothing else to do with you. They're going to move on. Me and Felicia, we take it upon ourselves to let people open up to us. We keep our lines of communication open with everybody. And if we didn't, why would we be sitting here doing this now? You know, we want people to know that we are here for them. And we do mean the world to them, and we do want them to feel safe and secure with everything that they tell us, because anything that you do tell me or Felicia, it either stays between the both of us or it stays to ourselves unless you give us permission to communicate back and forth. Two great minds work better than one. But I will say that don't shoot nobody down. Because, again, you don't know what that person's been through. You don't know what that person might be going through. They might need your help. And you might be that right person to help them. And if you shoot them down, who else is out there to do it for them? So, again, don't shoot nobody down. I mean, we're not going to shoot you down if you come to us. So we expect that you don't shoot nobody else down. That person could be I don't care if that person is the most meanest person in the world, but if they want to come and open up to you, honey, let them talk. Just let them talk. You don't have to listen to 100% of it, but let them know that you are there for them. And let them know that you have your lines of communication open, no matter what time of the day or night it is, because you never know. You might need that person one day, and that might be the only person that's there. Felicia?
Alright. Well, I try not to shoot anyone down, even if this person's been mean to me. I'll be nice and say the nice words. But if this person has been mean to me, the majority of the time I've known them, and they have something that they need to get off their chest, it's usually better to let them vent and let them talk. Even if you don't know what to say, or you don't know how to help them or make them feel better, venting usually is the main thing that everyone needs. I try to tell everyone that I'll be here for them, but sometimes things happen with yourself and you're going through stuff, and it's kind of hard to be there for everyone else when you're going through situations. Like for the past 2012, basically, I was dealing with my own stuff. I wasn't really there for other people when I needed to be because I had so much going on. But if someone was like, I really need you, I need your help or something, I'd be there. Whether it was text, Facebook, or whatever, I'd be there and try to help my best. And another reason you shouldn't shoot them down is because you don't know what this person's going through. They could be on the verge of killing themselves. I mean, I've seen this happen so many times. So many of these people that I went to school with have recently killed themselves, or friends that I know have killed themselves because people were mean to them. I mean, they might have been odd, or they might have had their different thoughts about certain things. Or they might have been the nerdy kid or fucking the jock or something. You never know until it's too late. But if you actually start trying to communicate with people and telling them that if they ever need anything, even if you don't know this person, even if it's a complete stranger, and you tell them if they ever need anything to come to you, that'll mean a lot to them, because they'll always remember that. A couple of my friends have recently killed themselves, and I was crushed when I found out, because I used to be so tight with them, and then I knew everyone was so mean to them, and it just makes you feel like crap afterwards after you find out. I mean, everyone needs someone to be there, and if you're depressed and all by yourself, it makes you feel really bad. I've been there, and it doesn't feel that great. So that's all I have to say. Kind of getting worked up right there, but
Our final question of the night is, would you go to counseling if your partner asked you to? If my partner...
Oh, that's not the last question.
Oh, it's not? Okay, well, we're near the end, but one of the questions, this is number 12, would you go to counseling if your partner asked you to? If I knew that me and my partner needed counseling, or if my partner asked me in general just to go to counseling, yes, I would go. Counseling, you don't know what many opportunities that counseling really opens up to you or your partner's life. Counseling can really change things as long as you give it the chance. That's my answer. I'll pass it over to Felicia.
Alright, yeah, I would go, if it was me, I would go to counseling. I mean, it's just helping you guys communicate, and sometimes it's better to have a third person there to narrate and try to explain to each other what each person is thinking instead of, just a fight-in or whatever is going on that you're having problems with. But, yeah, I would definitely go. I mean, if you're in a bad place in the relationship, sometimes it might help, sometimes it won't. I mean, it's worth a shot if you don't want to lose the person. So, yeah. Do you want me to ask the next question?
Go right ahead.
Okay. Well, this is kind of basically about cheating as well. Okay, it says, discuss the problem with someone sleeping with someone that's in a relationship. For say, if like this person's single, and they know these two people are in a relationship, and then they go try to wedge themselves in between and ruin the relationship. I'm not really a fan of those kind of people, honestly. I mean, I don't see why you would really want to get in between someone's relationship. I don't really see what's the point. I mean, if you really just want to mess around with someone, go to a bar, go to a club, take someone home, and there you go. But, no, but I see this happen a lot, especially where we live, especially in small towns. Like, I don't know, for some reason, there's always these people that are trying to get in between you and your partner, but you have to make sure that neither one of you want anyone coming in between, that you both want the same thing. Because if you both don't want the same thing, then someone that's trying to wedge in between you guys is going to. I mean, it's just basically all the same stuff that we've been covering with all the questions and stuff. But, I don't know, this topic still kind of gets to me because I don't really understand what's the point of getting in between two people that you know are trying to make things work and that are happy just to get your 5 seconds of satisfaction. I mean, I guess some people think it's cool to ruin people's relationships or maybe ruin their lives because maybe they were going to spend the rest of their life with this person until the other person came into the picture. I mean, I don't know. That's what I got.
Stay in your own relationship. I mean, seriously, especially for someone that wants to walk in knowing that that other person is in a relationship and is probably going very well, and you're just jealous, stay the hell out of it. I mean, just stay the hell out of it because you do not need to be in the middle of it. People like that just really tick me off and just to the point, if you want your own relationship, like Felicia said, go somewhere else. Don't try to budge in somewhere else that you're not supposed to be.